All right, guys. Hey, thanks for clicking on the video today. My name is Maria, and I'm back with another video. And y'all, today we are going to be organizing my makeup bag. As you can see, things are out of control over here. And I just wanted to take today, it's cloudy outside, y'all. I just wanted to take today and get some type of organization to my makeup. I typically like to keep everything in this travel makeup bag. And as you can see, what I have does not fit in here. So what I want to do today, y'all, is just get some type of organization, clean things up, and have a nice organized makeup bag. And I'm calling this my summer makeup bag because I'm going to be putting items in here that I will be wearing during the summer months, during the hot, humid months here in Atlanta. And yeah, so that's what we're gonna do today. And I just thought I'd just film this. I was gonna just do it because I wanted to do it, but I said, you know what? I'm gonna try to film it, do it on camera, create some content. Yeah, so like I said, I have products in here, foundations, concealers, powders, a lot of things I have not touched in a while, or I'm almost done with them, or I just want to just bring out my favorite things, the things that bring me joy, and kind of just weed out the things that I really don't like as much. I have my little Starbucks here, iced coffee, and I am going to just sit here and organize my makeup bag. This is it right here, y'all. This is it. So what I'm gonna do now is just start taking things out, and then we'll come back and put things back in. All right, so now let's just start filling up this section. So I'm gonna go by categories. I'm gonna start with primer, then I'm gonna go with foundation, concealer, powders, bronzers, blushes, and then we'll, I guess, go into the accessories like, the eyes, we'll go with the lips, that type of thing. So let's start out with primer. If you've been watching my videos, I always use the Danessa Myricks Blurring Balm powder. Primers, I will continue to use these. I have, this is shade 7. I don't use this as much, but this is really good for mixing my Colorfix pigments. If I want to use a blush, this just helps with the blush going on, the pigment going on really smoothly, and it really helps the blendability. So I do keep this shade 7 as one of my primers. And then we have, this is shade 9. This is my go-to. Love this. Cannot live without it. I do not wear it as a foundation. I wear it as a primer. And then we have her newest offering, which is the Blurring Balm Radiant. I've only used this a few times. I'm gonna be using it more. So we're gonna see if we can just, I don't know, put these here. And I also have the Blurring Balm Translucent. This is a mini size, and I wish she sold more of these, but I'm gonna be keeping this and wearing this as well. So I'm just gonna set that right there. Also for primer, y'all, I do have this e.l.f. Power Grip, which I really do enjoy using this from time to time. And I have the Dior Face and Body Backstage Primer. I'm gonna put these to the side because I don't wear these all the time. I don't use them. So I think what I have with the Danessa Myricks gives me everything that I need. So let's move on to foundations, y'all. This is the hard part. What am I gonna keep and what am I going to toss? All right, so for foundations, one that I am gonna keep is the One Size On Till Dawn Full Coverage Matte Foundation. Definitely keeping that one. Then I have the Dior Face and Body Backstage. I like this. I really do. It looks very natural on me, but it doesn't really hold up under extreme heat like it says it's supposed to. So I'm gonna put this over to the side. I will only wear that one if I knew I was gonna be under air conditioner. So the next foundation that I have is this Tom Ford. This is their Traceless Matte Foundation Stick. Y'all, I rarely reach for this. Even though formula wise, it looks good on the skin. My skin looks very rich when I wear this, but I don't reach for it a lot because I think because the shade is not really the best shade for me. So we're gonna put this one to the side. And remember, I'm only looking for products that I can wear in the summertime that can hold up against heat, sweat, humidity. That's what I need. That's what I need. So that's what I'm looking for. That Dior Backstage, it says it's heat, sweat, humidity resistant. I've worn it in extreme heat and it did not hold up. So that's why I'm not putting it in there. All right, so next we have MAC. Next we have the MAC Studio Radiance Liquid Foundation. Now this one is a good one. This one does hold up to sweat. It is heat and humidity resistant, waterproof. This foundation never lets me down. So definitely she's going inside of the bag. And y'all, I'm doing this in natural light because I just thought it just looked better. I didn't have to worry about putting my lights up today. So I hope the lighting is pretty good for you guys. Let's see. All right, and then the next foundation we have is my newest purchase. This is the Dior Skin Perfect Multi-Use Stick Foundation. I just purchased this, y'all. I've only worn this once. And I did sweat a lot when I wore this, but this did not slide off my face. It held up pretty good. So she's going in here because I want to, use it more and check it out more because, again, that's another foundation. When I put it on my face looks rich, wealthy. I love it. So definitely going with Dior. All right, guys, so let's talk about these. Let's talk about these powder foundations from MAC. Am I going to keep these? So we have the new one, and then we have the original. I'm still on the fence, y'all. I love the original. Love it, love it. And this would definitely always be in my makeup collection, no matter what happens. But I know I've had to, make changes and try this one. We're gonna keep both of them. They're both gonna stay in this summertime collection. Okay guys, then we have the Squeezy Tube foundations. We have the Huda Beauty Easy Blur, the e.l.f. Soft Glam Satin Foundation, and then we have the Urban Decay Face Bond Waterproof Foundation, Self-Setting Waterproof Foundation. So I do like these. I like these because they're very travel friendly. They don't take up a lot of space. They're easy, to use, just having a nice squeeze tube. However, only one of these can stay. Now, the Huda Beauty Easy Blur, I've only used this maybe once or twice. Not really impressed with it, so I'm gonna put it over here. The e.l.f. Soft Glam Satin Foundation is a really nice, affordable foundation, and I did enjoy this, but it's really not a summertime foundation for me. So she goes over here, and that leaves the Urban Decay Face Bond Self-Setting Waterproof Foundation. This is a top-notch foundation for the summertime, y'all. This will not slide off your face if you sweat, if you get into some water. It's just a really lovely foundation. Has a natural finish, but it's very smoothing, and so I like this. So I'm gonna keep this, and I'm almost done with it. So this is one that I want to use up. This is the shade 33. So yeah, she stays, definitely stays. And then we have the Fashion Fair. This is their liquid foundation that they recently came out with. This is a radiant, luminous, dewy type of foundation. It is very shiny. I like it. I do like it. This would be a very nice everyday foundation. Maybe for the winter time, but not for the summer. Can't do it for the summer. It's too shiny. I can't do it unless I really powder it down with the matte powder, and I don't want to be doing all of that. So yeah, she cannot stay. All right guys, so that is it for foundations, y'all. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 foundations, y'all. I really was hoping to narrow this down to 3. And maybe as the days and months go on, we'll definitely narrow these down. But right now we're gonna stick with the One Size, the Fashion Fair Serum Foundation, the Dior Skin Perfect Skin Foundation Stick, the Urban Decay Face Spun Self-Setting Waterproof, and then we have our MAC Studio Fix Powder Foundations. And these are all foundations that look beautiful on my skin. I really love to wear them, especially this One Size. This is a really nice full coverage matte foundation that I actually enjoy wearing. All right, so let's move on to concealers. All right guys, I went ahead and turned the light on because it was really getting cloudy and dark outside and I was losing light. So I had to turn my lights on anyway. So let's go with the concealers. Which concealer am I going to be keeping? Which concealers am I going to toss? Now, as you can see, I don't have a lot of concealers, which is good because these are all concealers that I really do enjoy. The Dior Face and Body Backstage. This is a really good concealer. This is in the shade 5N. This looks great with my Dior foundation, but it also looks great with the other foundations that I have here. So I will be wearing this with the Dior foundation stick. So we are going to keep her. Next is my Lancome Tint to Eat All Over Full Coverage Concealer. I have the shade 495 and the shade 460. Love these. These are my favorite concealers. These are really good concealers for mature skin, mature under eyes. If you have wrinkles, lines, darkness, whatever you have going on with your under eye, dryness, these are the concealers to have. So definitely have to keep these. If I had to get rid of one, I would definitely, I would get rid of Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin. This is the Yummy Skin Lift and Flex Concealer. I don't wear this, and the reason why I don't wear this is because it's too yellow. I thought it would be a brightening shade, but it is just a yellow shade. And y'all know I love Danessa Myricks. Love her down. But outside of the Blur and Bond powder and the Color Fix, I don't know. I haven't tried any of her other products outside of this concealer, but I'm not impressed with the concealer. So, going over here. And then finally, we have the Urban Decay Quickie Full Coverage Concealer. Love this down. This goes so well with my One Size Full Coverage Matte Foundation. This concealer, it stays in place, it covers. Even though it's a matte concealer, it doesn't get dry, so I love it. So this is it as far as the concealers we're keeping. Okay guys, so this is where it's going to get tricky. These are the powders, and these are all the powders, setting powders that I have. I hope I have not forgotten anything. But yeah, these are all the setting powders. So, but we can't keep all of these. I have to get rid of something. So I'm going to start with my Kosas powders. So I have 3 Kosas powders. This is the Peachy, the Cloud Set Peachy. This is also Cloud Set Peachy. And then we have Silky. Y'all know I love Silky down. I use this all the time, even though the packaging broke. I still use this every time I use my makeup. So she is staying. And y'all, this is Peachy. I love this powder so much, y'all. This is the first one I bought. It broke, as you can see, and then I bought a new one. So we're keeping peachy. Great for brightening if you want a bright under eye. I'm gonna keep this, and I'm still gonna use it up, but it's not going in my bag. So we're gonna keep that. My Sephora collection micro smooth powder. I never use this. I never use this because honestly, the Kosas Silky gives me the complexion setting powder that I need. So I've never really had to use this one. So I'm not gonna keep it in my collection. The Huda Beauty. This is the Huda Beauty setting powder in the shade Cunifer Easy. This is the Cunifer, I'm sorry. So this is the Huda Beauty Easy Bake setting powder, loose setting powder in the shade Cunifer. When I purchased this, I love this because I originally had the mini, which I can't find. Oh yeah. So I have the mini of this. So when I had the mini, I loved it, and I just said, you know, let me go ahead and get the standard size. But then I stopped using it. And I think I stopped using it because I feel like the yellow powder is just a little bit too yellow for me. Sometimes, I don't know. I would really like to have this powder in Pound Cake and the complexion shade Coffee Cake. I think that's the name of it, Coffee Cake. Cunifer is just a little bit too yellow, and I don't really have a use for that yellow tone anymore. So I'm gonna take these two out. Then we have the Sephora collection translucent setting powder. Then we have the Sephora collection translucent setting powders. I have the pressed powder and the loose powder. These are an absolute must. Both of these are my favorite. Y'all, this is a really good affordable setting powder. I don't know, I think the Sephora collection may be a dupe, like a dupe brand, but I don't know what this is supposed to be a dupe of. But these setting powders, they're matte, 12-hour setting matte powders. I cannot live without these. I use these every time I do my makeup, either the loose or the press. So I have to definitely keep these. Now this is the Laura Mercier setting powder. This is the setting powder that everybody loved, and I was influenced into purchasing this concrete of a powder. I was influenced into purchasing this concrete of a powder, y'all. This is not for someone with dry skin. I'm gonna just say that. Oh, okay. This is not for someone with dry skin. However, under extreme emergency hot conditions, this will give you what you need. If you need your makeup to stay in place, whether you have dry skin, oily skin, or whatever, this will definitely keep your makeup in place. It keeps the sweat at bay. Your makeup will not move if you set your face with this. So because of that, and even though I don't reach for this at no other time during the year, but when I know I'm going somewhere and I do not want to sweat, or I don't want to sweat a lot, and I don't want my makeup to be disturbed, I will set my face with this. So for that reason, I am going to keep it. And then we have this Charlotte Tilbury. This is the little mini press setting powder. Y'all had this for so long. I don't know why I don't use. I think this is the medium shade. I don't know why I don't use this more. But I'm gonna toss it. Then we have the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palette. Y'all, I'm sorry. Best thing, this is the best thing going now for mature skin, for dry skin. It adds a little bit of radiance to your makeup. This is a finishing powder, and I love this. Definitely, this is one of my makeup products that I can't do without, so definitely staying. This is the Hourglass. This is also an Hourglass powder. This is their pressed setting powder. Even though I don't use this as much because I feel like the powder is too dark, which is crazy because when I try to wear this on my bare skin, it matches my skin perfectly. But when I put it on top of a foundation, for some reason, it seems like it's too dark. I don't know, but I'm gonna keep it and keep playing with it. Y'all, I have another Hourglass powder. This is their translucent setting powder, pressed powder. Love it, keeping this. As you can see, I love the Hourglass powders. Love their powders down. All right, guys, so this is the MAC Prep and Prime Transparent Setting Powder. As you can see, it is a white powder. But I love this powder down. They don't make it anymore, and I've had it for a long time. I don't know why I don't use this more. I think I'm trying to just hold on to it because I feel like once it's gone, it's gonna be gone and I'm gonna miss it. But I need to use this up. But y'all, this is a great mattifying powder. It's a great touch-up powder. If you do find yourself sweating or getting shiny or oily, even if you just go in this with your finger and just tap it to your face, it quickly, instantly mattifies your face, and the shine, the sweat, the moisture is gone. I'm gonna keep that. And then finally, y'all, I have the Uma Beauty Trip and Smooth powder. Y'all, this company went out of business, but this is a good powder. This is a good powder. This looks so good on my skin. And it's super mattifying. I feel like I should keep this too, but I'm gonna take it out. I think I'm gonna take it out only for space sake, because I don't feel like I have enough space for it. All right, so for setting powders, I have a lot. So for setting powders, we have the Sephora collection. We're gonna put MAC on top of that. We have our Kosas powders. We have our Laura Mercier powder. And then we have our Hourglass powders. I don't know, I'm gonna have to fix this. Y'all, I don't think everything is gonna fit in here, but we're gonna try. Okay, guys, I made an adjustment. I took my Laura Mercier out. I took it out because of size, space, and I really honestly don't need it. I'll pull it out again if I have an extreme heat emergency. I'll pull it out, but right now I'm not gonna put it in my bag because it's taking up too much space. So as far as powders, the only thing I need is my Sephora Collection Translucent Powder, my Kosas powders, and my MAC Prep and Prime. And also my Hourglass powders. So that is really all that I need at this time. So let's move on to bronzer. We're gonna do cream bronzers. So for cream bronzer contour, I have several options here. I have the e.l.f. Halo Glow Beauty Wand. Love this. I really do like this. I don't like the packaging, but this makes my face look so good. It looks good with every foundation that I use. And this is a really nice squeeze tube. Don't take up a lot of space. I'm gonna go ahead and just put it right here because I can go ahead and use that up. And then I have the Juvia's Place Cream Bronzer. This is in the shade Amber. And I do like this, y'all. I do like it, and I want to use it more. So she is staying. We're gonna put her right here. Then I have the YSS Cream Bronzing Stick. This is in the shade Strength. This is also really nice, y'all, and I do use this, so she has to stay. We're gonna put her over here. And then finally for cream bronzers, this is not a bronze, this is more of a blush. This is more of a bronzer. This is the Huda Beauty Blush Filter. I do like this, y'all. And I'm gonna have to use this. This is perfect for the summertime. It gives the perfect amount of sun-kissed, sunburnt look. I mean, you can wear it as a bronzer, you can wear it as a blush. So I'm keeping this, and I'm putting this with the cream bronzers. All right, so that's it. We kept all of those. And y'all, I forgot about one more powder that I have, and this is the one size. This is their Ultra Pink setting powder. I'm not gonna keep, oh, see, I messed up. I'm not gonna keep this in my, I'm not going to keep this in my collection because I feel the same way about this as I feel about the Huda powder. I think these colorful powders are really cute. They're fun to play with, but I don't think they're necessary. The only time I really use this pink setting powder is when I have on a pink or purple like cream blush. I think for some reason I feel like it really reinforces that color, but this is too drying to set under my eyes on a regular basis. And I don't know, I just feel like it's not necessary, but it's a good setting powder, especially for the summertime. It's very, 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 very matte. So if you're looking for something that's super, super matte in a loose powder, one size is a good choice. Y'all, it's hard keeping this thing clean, but we try. All right, so let's go ahead and go to blush. I'm gonna go to cream blush. Cream blush is not something I wear all the time, but I do have a few options here. I have the Rare Beauty. I don't know if this is cream or I guess liquid blush. I like this. I do like this. I'm going to keep this, but I'm gonna put it up here with my Color Fix. So we'll put that up there. Then I have the Danessa Myricks. This is the Blurring Balm Flush. This is in the shade Bellini. This is when I was going through my peach stage. I'm not in my peach stage now. Peach, I don't know, just a color that doesn't show up very well on me. So I'm gonna put this to the side. I have a little mini of the Blurring Balm Flush. This is in the shade, Rose and Brunch. A really nice pink shade. So I do wear a lot of pink blush, and I do like these. And y'all do know these Blurring Balm Flushes are really just a Color Fix mixed with the Blurring Balm powder, which is why I keep the Blurring Balm powder in the shade 7. And I know I can mix that with my Color Fix, but we're gonna keep this. We're gonna keep that right there. And then I have the Juvia's Place Very Berry Cream Blush. Very Berry. Look at that, y'all. That looks like a really true red, but it's called Very Berry. I like this. I like this. And I wanna wear it more. So because I wanna wear it more, I am going to keep it here. Forgot about another powder I had, y'all. This is the YSL, not YSL, LYS. This is their setting powder. This is in the shade, what shade is this? Loyalty. And this is a setting powder. It's a little bit too dark for me, but I still do like it. I use it to set my eyelids sometimes, and sometimes I even use it as like to contour my nose just a little bit. I've also used this, like I said, as eyeshadow. I've used this as eyeshadow, but she's not going in the collection. All right, guys, so before we go on to powder bronzers and powder blushes, no, let's start now with powder blushes. That's what I want to do. So powder blushes, blush, blush, blush. I have quite a few powder blushes, quite a few. So the first one I have is this Gucci Intense Berry. I know this is Intense Ruby. This is their beauty blush. I bought this, y'all, and I'm gonna be honest, I bought this specifically for the packaging. I love this packaging. It is pretty, it feels good. It is pretty, it feels good holding it. Impossible to get into sometimes. Y'all, this is not easy to open, especially I have these nails on. So I can't open it to show you what the product looks like, but you saw me, I did a review on this. I do like the blush in here, but I don't wear it as much. And as much as it pains me, I'm gonna set that one to the side. But y'all, I recently purchased this Kosas Blush is Life in the shade Chills. Y'all, I am in love with this blush. I am in love with this. Look how pretty that is. It's a pretty berry, because it's described as a vibrant berry. And it is just that. I love it. I love the packaging. It's pretty purple. I love it. And I gotta have it. So she is definitely staying. And then we have my Dior blushes. So this is the original Dior Face and Body. This is in the shade 00 Pink. And then this is their new reformulated version. This is in the shade Lilac Pink. Lilac Pink. I've only used this one time, but I've only used this one time, but I have used this one a gazillion times. I love this one, and I think I'm starting to love this one. So we gotta keep these. We gotta keep them, definitely. And then finally, well, not finally, I have one more powder blush. So this is the Sephora Collection Matte Blush. That is the shade. This is called Poppy. This is a really nice everyday blush shade. I want to use this more, but I typically mix this with Bellini. Like if I put Bellini on as my cream blush, I'll go on top of it with this one as my powder blush. But I'm not doing that right now, so I'm gonna keep both of these out. Even though I really do like that Sephora Collection matte blush, I think it is really nice. It looks really good on the skin. But I'm gonna stick with my Dior, my Kosas, and then finally for powder blushes, y'all, I have my one size blush trios. I have the shade Fat Ass, and I have the shade shoot, damn, I just forgot, Firestarter. This one is Firestarter and Fat Ass. I wear Fat Ass all the time. I love it. It's just a really nice pink rosy color. This Firestarter, when I purchased this, I thought I would really be wearing this orange color, but I'm not wearing it as much. So I am going to put Firestarter to the side, and we are going to stay with Fat Ass because I do use it. Now, when it comes to bronzers, y'all, I love all of the bronzers that I have. So, most of them. Well, I love all of the bronzers that I have, but I can only pick one or two, so I don't know which one to pick. So let's start with the first one. So the first one I have is Miss Charlotte Tilbury. Y'all know this was a major purchase for me. This is a very expensive bronzer, but it is a very beautiful bronzer. I love it, and I want to use it more because I paid a lot of money for it. However, the packaging, which I love, is really big. I love the mirror in here, so it helps even when I'm putting on other makeup. If I have this out, the mirror is just really large, and I love it. And I feel like it should be a major part of my collection. However, I don't think, well, let's see. I'm gonna put it right here and see if I have to readjust, then I'll readjust. Next, I have the One Size Bronze Trio. This is the shade Dark. I wear this a lot. I have worn this a lot. And I think it's just a really good bronzing product. I think I can't do without. I need this one. So we're gonna put that one right there because I need that bronzer, y'all. It's really pretty. Then we have the NARS. This is the Mini Laguna 8. So this is a really pretty reddish bronzer that I also love. And it's a mini. I'm like, why won't I use this up, y'all? Why won't I use this up? Because I do like it. And it gives me everything I need from a bronzer. I'm gonna set it right there. Then we have the MAC bronzer. This is the MAC Radiant Rich Rosy Skin Finish Bronzer. I'm sorry, y'all. When I first bought this, I didn't like it. I didn't feel like it was deep enough. But as I've been using it, I found out, yes, it is deep enough. It gives just enough warmth to the face to give you a really nice, elegant makeup look. And I can't live without it. So I gotta keep this one. I gotta keep it, y'all. I gotta keep it, y'all. So, and then finally we have the Sephora bronzer. This is the Sephora collection. This is the shade. This one doesn't have the shade, but I know this is the darkest that they had at the time. I never use this because this does not show up on my skin. So, over here. So guys, that is it for the powder bronzer and powder blush. And we still have a little bit of room left, y'all. We still have a little bit of room left. So what am I going to put in that space? I think I'm gonna leave that space open. I forgot about lipsticks. Okay, I feel like this space is supposed to be for my lips. I feel like this space is supposed to be for my lips, so that's what we're gonna do. Let me figure out what I'm gonna do. Either lips or eyes. All right, guys, so I think I'm gonna use this open space here for my lip products. And I have quite a few MAC lipsticks, but I'm not gonna keep all of them. Because honestly, guys, while I love a good lipstick, I only tend to wear the same ones over and over again. So let's see what we have here. So this is the MAC. This is this dark, really purple eggplant color. I can't see the name of it. The name has washed off. I've had this quite a while, but this is a beautiful purple. And yes, I'm going to wear this even more. This is the shade Marrakesh. This is a really pretty, I guess, terracotta type of orange. I like this, but I don't like it for the summertime. So she's gonna stay over here. Ruby Woo. We don't even need to talk about that. So Ruby Woo is going there. This is turned to the left. This is my go-to nude, I guess you could say. I love this. This is a really rich, pretty brown. Love it. I can wear it on my no makeup days if I wanted to. And then this is Tangerine Cream. I can't tell y'all the last time I wore this, but I feel like this is a really nice color for the summertime. With the chestnut lip liner, I think this would be pretty. I'm gonna put it in here with the hopes that I will wear it more, but I don't know. And then y'all know recently I just purchased a new lipstick from MAC. This is Candy Yum Yum MAC Small lipstick, and this is the packaging. This is a pretty bright, vibrant pink. So yeah, she is definitely going to be in here. Then I have this Dior Forever 001. This is a dark purple as well. I don't need this. I mean, I'll keep it, but it's not going into my collection. And next I have Boss Lady. The Lip Bar Boss Lady liquid lipstick. I want to wear this more, but I do not because I wear Ruby Woo, so she's going over here. Got another MAC lipstick. This is Heroin. This is my go-to fave. Back in the 90s, this was my signature lipstick. So yes, definitely she is staying in the collection. And then I have the Gucci Love Before Breakfast. I think I purchased this Gucci Love Before Breakfast because I was looking for something like the Candy Yum Yum. So the Candy Yum Yum is still brighter than the Love Before Breakfast. But I'm gonna keep both of these because I love a bright pink lip. And I love the packaging on this Gucci lipstick. This gold is so pretty and so elegant. So, also from the lip bar, I have, this is just black. This is a black liquid lipstick that I bought during the fall. I will not be wearing it during the summer, so she goes over here. Y'all, my Fenty, this is the Fenty Gloss Bomb in the shade Fenty Glow. I do like this, and I would love to have it in another shade, y'all. Y'all know I typically don't like shiny, glossy lips, but I do like this. I like the way it feels on my lips. So she definitely has to stay. And then I also have another Fenty lip gloss I keep in my purse. So I don't even have that with me, but that stays in the purse. And then we have this Milani liquid lipstick. This is in the shade Cashmere Satin Matte. I typically wear this in the fall, so I'm gonna put that over here. And as far as lip pencils, I have the two from MAC. I have Chestnut and I have Plum. So we are going to just toss them just like that. And I think that's all for my lip products, y'all. That's all for the lips. So we are going to leave this like this, y'all, for right now. I'm not saying I'm the best organizer, but at least I feel like the things that I would typically wear are all in one place. I don't have to go hunting for anything. I don't have to worry about misplacing anything. I just feel like everything is here. So I'm fine with this the way it is. We can move on to the eyes. And yeah, I think we can move on to the eyes. All right, guys, so I told you in the beginning that my Color Fix, y'all know I have all of these Color Fix pigments here. This is one of the foils. I'm not sure which color this is, y'all, but this is one of the foils. I have the shade Latte, which is one of my favorite Color Fix pigments. It's a very nice subtle pink. And then I have the shade Bloom, which is a more vibrant pink, and I just put those in here together. I have the shade, the hot pink was Bloom, and this is, I'm sorry, y'all. This is Valentine, because I remember this is one of the mattes. This is Valentine because I remember feeling like the red should be called Valentine, but this is called Bloom, another matte. Then I have this beautiful, this is one of the creams. I think this is called Journey. Beautiful purple, love it. Two more shades here. These are the mattes, Royalty and Plum. Royalty and Plum. I have two of the nudes here. I have, this one right here. This is Gold Mine. This is one of my favorites. This is a beautiful shimmery gold color. This is one of the metallics, another nude. So if I use these two together, it would be perfect. Oh, I just love these Color Fix pigments, y'all. This is another matte. This is Matcha. Love it, beautiful green, y'all. And y'all know I love a good blue eye look. This matte with this foil, the foil is called Mermaid, and this is the Cobalt Blue. These two together, beautiful. Then I have one of the pastels. This is one of the pastel blues. This is called Oasis, and I love this as well. We have another nude color. And then we have this really pretty yellow, which is primary yellow. So this is where I am keeping my Colorfix pigments, y'all. And honestly, when it comes to lipstick, when it comes to blushes, when it comes to any eye look, I really don't need to purchase anything else, because any color that you can think of, I have right here with my Colorfix. Any pinks that you want, any purples, blues, I have it with Colorfix. I can mix and match, mix colors up, and to create any unique color that I want. I have the nude shades. So I really, honestly, when it comes to blushes, lipsticks, I really don't need to buy anything else, but we still shop. All right, so we're gonna keep the Colorfix here as far as the eyes. One of my other eye products that I have that I really do love is the Patrick Ta, I can't remember the name of these eyeshadow duos, but this is called I'm With Her. Now this is a pretty pink, a really pretty pink, and I definitely have to keep this. I am going to just set that over there. And y'all, we cannot forget my Patrick Ta eyeshadow palette. This is the Dimension, what is it? Major Dimension 3 Matte eyeshadow palette. Yes, I love this. This is one of my favorite makeup products. Now, because I really don't have a lot of room, I'm just gonna go ahead and use this zipper, this compartment back here, back behind the Colorfix, and I'm just gonna slide her in here. Some of the dividers are back here too. I'm not gonna forget her. I'm just gonna keep her in a safe space, okay? So that is it. And then we have Velcro here. We can just close this up, flip her, and then all right, so the first thing I have is just my little my eye pencils. This is my color corrector for my under eyes, my dark circles. I have the Urban Decay Perversion 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil. One of my favorite eyeliners. Although I want to try some new eyeliners, y'all. Every time I see a new eyeliner, I'm like, well, I want to try that. But this goes on really good, and it's a really, really deep black. I have the Makeup Forever Fake Awake. This is a flesh color eyeliner pencil when I don't want a really black eyeline. So I have that. This is the mini Urban Decay 24/7. And then I have this Landscape Green eye pencil from MAC that I actually love. So I am going to just slide these things into this compartment here. Also in this compartment, I have my Sephora Collection eyebrow pencil. And I also have my Kosas Airbrow eyebrow gel. These are must-haves, so I'm gonna slide these in here as well. Y'all, I also have this Got2b Glue eyebrow gel. I use it sometimes, not all the time, but I'm gonna go ahead and just keep it in here. And next we have mascaras. Mascaras. Am I gonna keep all of these? No. So this is what we're gonna do. So first I have this lash primer that I never use, but when I do use it, I like it. I don't know why I don't use it more. This is the Lancome eyebrow primer. I'm gonna just slide her right in here. So next I have my Chanel mascara. So I'm not keeping all of these mascaras, y'all, but this is my Chanel mascara. This is a perfect volumizing mascara. Perfect for everyday, luxury, elegant mascara. I love it. I'm gonna slide her in there. Now this is the Essence What the Fake volumizing and lengthening mascara. This is a nice affordable mascara. Not my favorite, but I bought it and I'm gonna use it. So I'm gonna, and I don't like the size of it. It's too, I don't know, too big. I might take it out. And then next we have our minis. This is the Dior Show mascara. I'm not keeping these minis. I also have Pat McGrath Dark Star mascara, which I love this mascara, y'all. I love it, but it's one of the minis. Not keeping in here. YSL Lash Clash. Again, one of the minis. I'm only keeping the things that I know I'm going to use. And y'all know my favorite is my Gucci Volumizing Mascara. This is the most dramatic mascara I've ever used. It is worth every penny. I love it, so I'm keeping it. She goes in there. And then my newest purchase is the MAC Stack Chestnut Mascara. I've been wanting to try brown mascara. I've tried this. I love this. I'm going to be using this more and more and more. Okay guys, I'm taking this Fake Awake out. I don't like the size of this. And then, so that is it for my mascaras. So that is it for my mascaras. This is what we're keeping. So on this side, what are we gonna do with this side? So I have some other eye products that I like to use from time to time. My first one is my little MAC eyeshadow duo. I have the shade Triennial Wave. And oh my God, this pink color, I can't remember the name of it, but this pink color I found goes really good with my Patrick Ta, those shimmery eyeshadow duos. So I'm definitely keeping this in my collection. And then next I have this Urban Decay single black eyeshadow. Y'all, this is a very, 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 very black, super black eyeshadow, and I love it. I love to use this one to do a smoky black eye. Y'all, it is so dramatic. I can't wait to try this with the Gucci mascara. Y'all, I'm gonna do a look with that coming up. So definitely gotta keep that. And these Sephora collection eyeshadow singles, this is the shade, they don't put the shades on here, but this is a light, really light pink shade and a blue shade. I told y'all I love blue eyeshadow, so even though I already have enough blue, I'm gonna put those in there. My MAC single eyeshadows, this is in the shade, this is in the shade Memories of Space. It's a pretty yellow. Definitely I'm keeping. This is Mo Money, Mo Problems from MAC. Yes. And then we have Woodwink. This is like a brown, goldish champagne type of shimmer. We are keeping this as well. And then finally, y'all, we have this Face Spawn Luminizer. You can use this as a highlighter. You can use it as an eyeshadow. It has many different uses. I purchased this because I wanted this to go with the Face Spawn. I'm not sure what to do with this. I think I'm going to, there's another compartment up here. I think I'm gonna just drop it in there and we'll see what happens. And this is the Danessa Myricks eyeshadow base. I really don't know what this is supposed to be. It feels like just a regular Vaseline or something. I don't know, but she's not gonna, I'm gonna get rid of that, toss that anyway. Oh yeah, guys, I forgot. My most important mascara is my YSL Lash Clash Blue Mascara. I love this, Electric Blue. We definitely keeping this because we're gonna continue to have more and more fun with this. I'm just gonna put this over here with the other colorful items. Yeah. Oh, I forgot another lip product I have. This is the Haus Labs. This is their lip oil. I do not like it at all. Tossing that. I have the e.l.f. No Budge Cream Eyeshadow. Again, in this really pretty in this pretty blue. I love this, but I think I've had it for too long, so it's kind of cracked. So I don't think I'm gonna, well, it still has some creaminess to it, y'all. I might have to keep this. Let me see. I love these e.l.f. No Budge Cream eyeshadows, but e.l.f. discontinued them, and I'm really sad about it. So this is the eyes. This is what I'm keeping so far for my eyes. And so guys, there is a zip compartment right here. I'm gonna put my Danessa Myricks. This is the Moisture Repair Balm Serum. I'm gonna put this in here just because I like to have it close, just to add, you know, as far as skin prep. Although that will not be the only skin prep that I do, that I use for, you know, for when I wear my makeup. I'm also gonna put the Yummy Skin Water Power Serum in here as one of my primers. And I believe that is it. I believe that is it for right now. So this is my makeup collection right now. Everything I need is in one central place. All right guys, so this is my makeup bag. If you're interested in purchasing this makeup bag, I did get this from Amazon several years ago, but I think it's still available on Amazon. This is a travel makeup bag organizer. I do use this when I travel, but I also am using it to really just house my makeup collection while I'm here at the house, just to keep things organized. Y'all, I don't consider myself to be a minimalist, but I don't like having a lot of stuff. I know it may not look like that, but I really don't. I like things to be organized and in their place. So what's in here is what I'm going to be using. These are my setting sprays. I wanted to just show you guys those. I don't have anywhere to put these. I just have these sitting on the dresser, but I have my Charlotte Tilbury, which is one of my faves. Great for just kind of melting all your powders and really setting your makeup. The One Size, I can't think of the name of it, but y'all know this setting spray. This is to lock your makeup in place and to really like set it down so it does not move. And with this setting spray, it will not move. The e.l.f. Power Grip Dewy Setting Spray, I love this. I love this as a skincare item. I spray it on my face even when I'm not wearing makeup. It just makes my face look moisturized, gives it a little, just a little dewiness. I like that on my no makeup day. No, not no makeup. On my strictly no makeup days, I like the e.l.f. Dewy Setting Spray. The MAC Fix Plus, y'all, this did not come to play. This is a setting spray that grips onto your makeup and it definitely holds it in place. Be careful if you have dry skin because it can really dry. When I wore this, it dried my skin out. You can use this before you wear your makeup, you know, before you apply your makeup as to prime your face. You can wear it during your makeup application if you're trying to blend things out, and you definitely can set it after you've applied your makeup, but it's strong. This is strong. And then I have the Kosas Cloud Set Smoothing and Blurring Setting Spray. This feels so good. It just feels like a nice burst of hydration when you spray it on your face, but it definitely does have that smoothing and blurring aspect to it, so your makeup looks really pretty. So those are my setting sprays. And again, guys, if you watched the video to the end, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Let me know down below, what are you guys using to organize your makeup collection? Do you have a big makeup collection? And let me know, what are some of the products that you just can't live without? Like, what would you have kept from the products I showed? What would you have kept and what would you have tossed? Let me know in the comments. I really want to hear what you guys have to say. And like the video. If you don't like it, you can go ahead and thumbs down the video. Just leave me a comment and let me know why you don't like the video. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, definitely come back, because I'm going to be using these products creating makeup looks. I have some new stuff coming in spite of us just organizing everything. I do have my eye on a couple of new things, so definitely come back, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Bye.